In terms of the prepper pantry, what's the difference between short-term and long-term? Well, I used to think that short-term was a focus on the things that you use every day, so the pantry that you go to get the food out of to make each one of your meals each day. The things that you don't repackage, the things that you take directly from the grocery store and stick them on your shelves. You do use the first in, first out methods to make sure that nothing is there too long. If you don't see it on your shelf, you go to the store to get it real quick, but you have your oils on there that you wouldn't have in your long-term prepper storage, and other type of items such as tomato sauce, because canned goods are really good for long-term, but not really acidic things like tomato sauce. Well, that's all true. However, short-term prepping is more than just whatever is the food that's on your shelf. The prepping part of it is that you should have a 3-month supply of food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, or just 2 meals, whatever it is that you use, for the people that live in your home. So if you have, say, 4 people in your home, you need to have however many meals that you want to have for that 3-month period in stock on your shelves, so that you don't have to purchase anything, you don't have to go anywhere to get anything, it's all right there. I'm a long way from having that to happen here with my pantry, so I know that I'm going to have to start focusing on this, because short-term pantry might be something that we need more quickly than the long-term, and I focused all my energy on the long-term pantry. Long-term pantry prepping are the items that last on the shelf, stable for at least 5 years, 5 to 30 years. Now, you might not be wanting to keep it for 30 years, but if it's shelf stable for more than 5 years, you can have it in your long-term pantry. And then you want to have at least 9 months to a year worth of food in your long-term pantry that can sustain you and your family for that period of time. So that's what the prepping part of it is having enough for these certain periods of time. The food is different on each pantry, so as you're creating both pantries at the same time, the best way to work those out is to put them together, kind of mesh them, so that you're borrowing from your long-term pantry for your short-term pantry, and you're using the foods from both pantries to cook your meals, but you always are replenishing, so that you always have a 3-month supply on hand of your short-term and a 9-month to 1 year supply of food in the long term. The biggest difference is shelf stable less than 5 years for short term, shelf stable more than 5 years for a long term pantry. I hope that helps. This community is what's teaching me, so make sure you get in the chat and ask questions and answer questions, because this community is what helps us to get through this without fear. We don't want to be afraid, we just want to be prepared.